Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of All Things Logistics. I'm Jewel Williams, your host. I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend, and had some fun. Before we get started, I want to definitely thank all of you who watched my last series on tips for making your freight business and building your freight business model. All the 6 series has been released, so if you have not had a chance to watch those, I definitely encourage you to take a look at those as I talk about things such as evaluating how many hours you're going to work, how that plays into how many miles you can drive, and then how that plays into how much money you can make and building out your business model. So if you haven't seen those videos, definitely click up here in the link right here and you can check out the whole series in one big swoop, and leave some comments down below. Let me know if this information was helpful to you and how it has helped benefit your business as you're going forward to building a profitable freight business. Now, as most of you know, we are in a tough freight crisis. The freight business right now is, there's just not a lot of freight in the pipeline, and therefore a lot of people are having to close their doors. They're not making as much money as they were during the 2020 pandemic and 2021 and 2022. And most of you began to see some of the decline in 2022 after all of the things started to settle in. Now, the freight industry is shifting and it's changing, and that is just a part of business as a whole. We've got new introductions such as EVs that are coming into the market, and that's going to change how fuel is calculated, how shippers operate with truckers and transportation. But one thing is for sure, as long as we as the consumer need products, we need food, we need to build new homes, we're going to need truck drivers. So your business is a viable business. However, your business model may need some adjustments. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some tools to help you in your freight business building model. Now, disclaimer, I am a member of OOIDA. It is the Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association. However, this particular video is not sponsored by OOIDA. I wanted to highlight some of the features of the organization and talk a little bit about the organization because it has a lot of good stuff for owner operators out there, and even for freight brokers and dispatchers if you are supporting owner operators in your day-to-day operations. And I just wanted to go over some of these tools so that you can find a place to get some more information, more details. You might even want to become a member if you're not a member. So let's get into this. So OOIDA, as I said before, it is the Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association. And the organization, from what I understand, was founded in 1970, I want to say 1973. And as they have here on their website, their mission of the Owner Operator Independent Drivers Association is to serve owner operators, small fleets, and professional truck drivers to work for a business climate where truckers are treated equally and fairly, to promote highway safety and responsibility among all highway users, and to promote a better business climate and efficiency for all truck drivers. So yes, it was founded in 1973. And it is membership based. So to be a part of OOIDA, you do have a membership cost. I don't believe it's that expensive. I believe you can join for as little as $50 for your membership. So on this website, the menu is very extensive. And I'm going to open up this right here, where you can find out information about who they are, issues and actions that they're taking place. Here is their spot right here for membership. And they also have things for like truck insurance. They have health and life benefits. They've got business services. They've got drug and alcohol discount and rebates. You've got education here, resources here, and they talk about their foundation, and then they have their media center. So they're also on social media. You can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Twitter and YouTube. Follow them. I would definitely recommend doing that, as the organization has been around a while and they have their fingertips on what is going on in the trucking and transportation. Now, one of the things I wanted to highlight that I thought was interesting. Now, they partner with some businesses to help you as an owner operator get discounts. This does not mean that this is the end all be all, but it is a starting place to find tools and to start thinking about what you may need for your freight business. Now, on this particular part of the menu, this is their discounts and rebates menu. And you can get there over here. They've got vendor discounts and rebate, member perks, and then they've got truckers advantage and fuel. So I've pulled up these things so that we can just kind of talk about them a little bit today and how they can help you. And again, I want to just reiterate, I'm not promoting. This isn't a paid advertisement from them. However, I find that this information could be useful to you. So if you're new, or if you're even thinking about expanding your business and maybe you've not heard of OOIDA, or maybe you're familiar with them, but yet you just haven't really pulled the trigger on whether or not you want to join, here's some insight as a member I can share with you to help you maybe make that decision. So on their trucks and trailer link, they have got links to several vendors where you can purchase trucks. They've got Aero Truck Sales, International Used Truck Center, the tractortrailer.com. You've got Freightliner, Westar, Ryder Used Vehicles, International, and then Select Trucks. Now, each of these are vendors. If you're right now looking for a truck, whether you're looking for a tractor to just pull units from the ports, or you're looking for a tractor and trailer, here's a resource to help you get into that. So let's just take a look at one of these. International is top of mind. I've driven an International. I don't really like their automatics, just my personal preference. I'm not really kind to their Cummins engine either. But hey, we're gonna look beyond that. We're gonna go into something else. So this talks about purchase quantities are limited to 5 used trucks per year per operator. I don't know if this is something specific to their program, but this is something you can look into. They even have their 15 nationwide international used truck centers. And clicking on that link, you can go in here and you can look at location, the year, the make, and the model. Now, using a tool like this is going to help you as you're trying to determine what's the best equipment I need for the business that I'm building. How many hours are you going to be driving? How much fuel are you think you're going to be using? What routes are you going to be doing? When you're putting that business model together, now you have decided you want to start looking at trucks. Keep those things in mind from my previous videos and factor those in as you're on this board looking for your particular trucks that you want to drive. And this will give you an idea of what you're looking at. So we see here, we've got some used trucks. They're talking about engines. Here you've got automated, transmissions, automated, automatic. Most of you are new. You may not have learned to drive on a 10-speed. Some truck schools are only teaching to drive on an automatic. I learned to drive on a 10-speed. For preferences, I prefer a 10-speed. However, I know for long-haul driving, it's nice to have the automatic because you don't have to do the clutching, especially when you're in stop-and-go traffic. I just feel, though, a 10-speed is better. There's just, to me, it's my personal preference. However, so getting back to this is where you can decide on what type of truck you need for your business. Now, the next area they're talking about tires. You are going to need tires. If you're doing long haul, even short haul, at some point you're going to get a flat. At some point you're going to have to get new tires. Tires wear out faster than they do on your car because you're driving that truck all the time. Number one. Number two, there are FMCSA rules and DOT regulations that mandate your tires have to have so much tread to be in legal standards to drive. So you're going to be needing tires. So it's good to look into a tire plan. I don't know if many of a lot of tire purchasing programs, but this is a good place to start right here on their website. So they've got about four different tire vendors, and Michelin is a good popular one. You can click on there. They're looking here, Michelin and BF Goodrich discount pricing. So that's a good thing. You definitely want to check this out. You got the Michelin commercial truck tires price list. You've got the retreads price list. You've got agriculture, light truck, passenger vehicle tires price list. So there's a lot of good little benefits. Read into this type of stuff. Identify how you're going to price this into your day-to-day operations. And it's always nice to have that discount on hand, because you could have a program where when you have a blowout, you know, it's already covered under your plan. So that way it doesn't cost you too much when the guy comes out and has to change your tire. So these are just more tools that you want to have in your business plan. Then, of course, you've got your fuel. Now, they only have one fuel card here. There are others. Yet this right here talks about the Pilot Flying J offers 10 cents off per gallon, which that's excellent. Then they have here TA Petro offers a 14 cents gallon discount of cash pump price. You've got Sap Brothers offers a cost plus 8 cents a gallon. Quick Fuel offers cost plus 7 cents a gallon. So this program, for those of you who are driving long distance, you want to put this right here in your tool bag. You just can't have a good business without it. Now we've got parts, service, and equipment. Lots of vendors over here that you can choose from. You've got a couple load boards. You've got your famous DAT load board, your truck park, your rig expense tractor software, and your truck logics. There are other load boards. I showed you direct freight right here. You're looking at it. It's free. You can set up an account for free. Now, you may not get a lot of different loads, but you can sign up as a membership, just sign up and set yourself up on a simple account, and you can have access to loads that are currently in your area. Right here, I always have up Georgia, and I can search, click on the search button. Automatically, it shows me within a 100-mile radius. If I click on this, I can do up to 300-mile radius, and I can tell it how much weight. I can say the length right here, 40, 30, 20, 10. I can show ship date, any. I can say sort by age, newest to oldest, pay rate, estimated rate per mile. And I can get all that by just putting in my name, making a password, and I'm good to go. And if you have a Google account or if you have a Facebook account, you could probably sign up through one of those memberships, so you don't even have to make a new password. It just recognizes you from those accounts. So yes, you can pay for a board. However, if you're new to the transportation industry, I would definitely explore as much new stuff as you can just to see what's out there. Yes, you're going to see advertisement. That's okay. You can get an idea of what freight is moving in your local area. Start where you're at. Looking for a load where you are at. Get the map out. Figure out what city and state you're in. Go to the load board and see what's available in the area. Okay, so I would definitely start with that. Then you've got some other tools you've got here on services. You may need an accountant. You may need an attorney. You may need pre-pass. I see they've got free pass up here, or excuse me, not free pass, pre-pass, Prepass. If you're driving up north, I just came from a trip all the way from Georgia, went up to New Hampshire and back, and you've got tolls starting around Maryland area, Delaware, where you're going to pay tolls going from there all the way up to the other side of Connecticut. Once you get into Massachusetts, you may have a few tolls depending upon if you get in the Massachusetts Turnpike. And then and into New Hampshire, you've got a toll going into New Hampshire. So you've got tolls. Having that pre-pass can benefit you. You can control your cost. You load your money up on the pre-pass. You can just zip on through. It saves you a lot of time. So I would definitely look into those things. And I believe pre-pass also works with the way stations, because there's some type of feed that they have. So when you're doing the way station roll as you roll, I think is what it's called. That way you guys can keep going. So benefits there. You've got travel resources. You've got health and wellness resources. I don't know why that's not clicking. Okay, there you go. If you're out on the road and you need health insurance or you need medical care, that's where that will come in handy. And then they've got a few things with aerodynamic equipment. From what I understand with this stuff, it's those parts that you'll put on your truck, supposedly to help save gas. That's debatable. I don't know how that stuff, I never felt that it saved anything, but maybe somebody else did. I didn't. I thought it added more weight, and it was just annoying. And then you've got some other discounts here where they've got ATHS, Office Depot, Boot Barn, and Chrysler affiliate program. So these are just some tools that you can get going through the OOIDA organization as a member. There is a lot of stuff on here. They've even got some stuff on education and board. So coming up on my next series, I'm going to start breaking this stuff down for those of you who are building out your business plan, evaluating, to help you get a deeper understanding of whether or not it's going to be viable. And one of the things that I'm going to be discussing is lease purchases. That's going to be my next video, where I'm going to be talking about lease purchases and how to evaluate a lease purchase versus going out, buying your own vehicle with a loan. We're going to look at those two things to see whether or not which avenue is best for you. So I hope this information was helpful. I hope you got a lot out of it. And I want to definitely remind you to hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with somebody that you know could benefit from the value I'm offering. And as I go forward, I hope to add more value to your business so that you can be successful out there on the road. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.